All right, let's do this. How's everybody doing? I have missed you. Sounds like I have air on. It's actually pretty hot. A lot of super fun things happening, I guess. It is the weekend, so. Tonight we've gone full circle, and we're recreating all the elements that the first one had. Because it really is, and I can't stress this enough, it really is like all about the connection. And if I'm getting more of a connection with playing Hollow Cure, I'm going to play Hollow Cure. Yeah, there's something that could be said about, like, starting up and, getting the ball rolling and things like that. I'm gonna say that the more popular videos on Twitch are my gaming. The ones that I basically have the most communication with people is my gaming streams. The video watching on Twitch is nearly non-existent. So if they don't catch me live, they don't catch the video. And I have to admit, I am without it being live, there's no reason to watch the videos for most streamers. I hate to be that way, because there's more of an interaction. So I'm expecting here on YouTube people to watch these videos, and it's definitely a metric I can measure. I can see. I can and if I had to guess, the nature of the video, of producing the live video, I would have to say fluke. An absolute fluke. I don't even know how to even like it probably isn't even worth it for me to do the video tonight. Because I kind of know what it's going to produce. And we're going to do it anyway, despite it. And we're going to see if like we can get like a 42, 50 views within a day. We're going to see that. I've been talking a lot lately about the connection we have, and you know what people are willing to give time-wise, and why we can talk about like making money all day long. It would be wonderful. As much as I say, oh, don't give me money on Twitch and stuff like that, I will take the money. In fact, we basically have a winner, and I think I'm going to have to do what I said I was going to do and just start doing videos on YouTube. I know exactly what to expect from that because I've done it before. I'm not going to get a huge influx of people coming to the channel. I'm not going to blow up in any way, shape, or form. We're 5.5 years in. We're going near the 6-year mark, but at 5.5 years in with 230, that is uh, 50 subscribers a year, which is that's not bad. It's actually a little bit less. Well, let's do the math. 46 subscribers a year. That's about where we're at. And it might be like closer to 40. probably closer to 40. So 40 subscribers a year, and that's an amazing number. The past couple of years were kind of like not really good. This year has been with the influx of the Twitch videos coming in. I can't measure it based on the YouTube videos, the live YouTube videos. One good consistency that has not changed is I'm still doing these morning commute videos. And it's been a while. Since I did an unboxing video, and I need to do that again. I miss doing it. I love doing it. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's simple, it's easy, and with the exception of that one video that basically I'm still not convinced that it isn't one person basically watching it over and over and over again and having it on loop. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea why it's so popular. But it got the #1 spot, and when somebody goes to my page, they see it. It is, yeah, a little insulting, I guess. And maybe there's a little controversy. I don't know. It's a stupid song that I did not write. That's basically what it is. And you know, the joke only hits like once in my mind. I could not watch it 800 times. I could not watch the original 800 times. That would be insane. But yeah, no. With the exception of that one taking off 4 years after I made it. The real winner, as far as percentage wise, is my #2 video, which is an unboxing video, and it's unboxing my modem. Which is awesome. That's from a few years ago. And then I believe it's Iron Mouse. Which I can see why that video is. If it has to be a music video, that would probably be my most popular music video. It's a well done one. It's up there. I don't think it's my best. I definitely think that my best would probably be and it's another Lootcaster. The 3 Lootcaster videos I did like, I knocked those out of the park. I think Silver Bells is probably the best. Of all my parody videos. My all-time favorite is, of course, If I Were an Orc. And the one that's like nearest and dearest to my heart was the one that I did the fastest, the one that took me 10 minutes to make and produce and put online, which I barely even typed it up before I was like singing it. That's how fast it went. Um, and that's offline. And then, of course, Cookie is brilliant. Yeah. Rainbow of the covers, I think Rainbow Connection is probably my best cover. And I've said this before. Let's change the subject. Something to talk about. Something to talk about. Um, I am at my wits' end with the Deadpool dancing. I have spent more time than I like to care to even talk about. And I am, after all that work, because it's 75 frames, um, I'm going to probably cut it down even more, because 75 is just a huge number um, for the gift. Um, I like the fact that it won't seem like it ends before it loops around, which is one of the reasons why I want to do it. But um, the moonwalking is about 20 frames. It's about the same as the money, and the peanut butter jelly time is actually um, only a couple frames that I'm actually rotating and flipping around, and I think that's only 13 frames total. It might even be less, and maybe I should work on that while I figure out. I gotta redo it all. It looks fine. It looks fine. I I I don't know. Maybe I just need to set it aside and then come back to it and do other things. I want to be making beans. Um, I can't tell you how many streams I come into, and they're like, "Are you making beans?" And I'm like, "I haven't been making beans, and I have so many beans to make, and I haven't been making them, and maybe that's the reason why people aren't following me anymore, because I haven't made their beans." Um, but tonight is we're going to be doing the Hollow Cure again, and I secretly like playing this game. I have not even made it to the first tier yet. I don't even know how many tiers there are. Um, but I haven't gotten to the first tier. I haven't finished the first one, and I'd like to do that. I think that's my goal tonight, is to finish the first one. Is to get it to where I finish it. Um, and um, I do like the fact that I finally got Ollie. Ollie is a little more difficult to use, but then again, everybody else is. Like, Galgora is difficult to use. Um, Takahashi is difficult to use. Um, the one that I'm like kind of like is my introduction. She was my introduction into Hololive, which is Maury Calliope, or Calliope Maury. And I adore playing her. And that's what I'm going to play. Let's find out how we're doing on time. Oh, let's hook the seatbelt in case we have to get going. Also, we need AC. It's amazing how much the car heats up with it off. But I'm in I really am in a weird, this is a weird, I got plenty of time. This is a weird, I am definitely in a weird space with everything. And I really don't know where it's going and what it's doing. I'm building everything. Everything's getting built. The reason I want to get Peanut Butter Jelly Time done is because I want that so that it's kind of like my cheer. So when something happens, I would like to have a hype train emote, even though I don't know if I'm ever going to, I don't think I'm ever going to have a hype train. And it doesn't matter what the emote is for the hype train. But we're no longer are we going to be using the stock emotes that they have for the things. And I have new moderators to make and things like that. So let's just go. I don't know if this feeling that I have is positive or negative. I do know that I always talk about the two people, or the two YouTube accounts that keep subscribing and unsubscribing, subscribing and unsubscribing. Now they could be they could easily be what do you call it? Multiple people. It could be more than two. It could be two random people. The people who view my videos, according to my analytics, and we know not to trust the analytics, but according to my analytics, the people who have the most views, and this even includes Fat Babe, are not subscribed. It's 99.6%. I have. So if subscribers are not watching my videos, and I do know of one subscriber that has watched my videos, and if they've watched as many videos as I think they have, they're the only subscriber that has watched any of my videos. And that includes the person who gave me the shout out, who basically who does a zero views video watch on YouTube, and I got wrapped up in that. That's where a lot of my subscribers come from that. I was, I nearly have 100 subscribers just from that. And I kept thinking, foolishly, it's a foolish thinking, I kept thinking that I'm going to blow up a little bit, but the subscriber numbers really aren't blowing up. It's to the point where I see the two people, the two accounts that subscribe and then unsubscribe, and subscribe and unsubscribe, and that happens all the time. Every now and again I get another person who subscribes, but they stick around, but the two that keep subscribing and unsubscribing, I don't know why. It baffles me. I mean, if they're bots, who needs them? If they're griefers, who needs them? I don't want them. One of the reasons why I don't push getting subscribers is because of that. Trolls, I don't want trolls. I am legitimately looking for people to have a connection with. And as much as if you obviously haven't watched the past videos, but I do not say nice things about Twitch. But I will say I have more of a connection to Twitch users than I do YouTube users. I have a lot more of a personal connection to people who follow me from Twitch than people who subscribe here on YouTube, and that has been that way even before I created the Commute account. It was that way my first year. From the moment I made a Twitch account, I had more of a connection to Twitch users than I did YouTube users. And it is the reason that the reason that I decided to become a VTuber. for those subscribers, and I even know that it's really few, but if you go back, if you've subscribed and you go back into my main page, a thank you video plays. And specifically in that thank you video, I say, if I become a VTuber, then again, no. And I haven't fixed it, and nobody's called me out on it. And I think it's almost kind of funny that exists, because I never had any intention of becoming a VTuber. I wrote that long before. I wrote the thank you long before any of that stuff. I wrote it for the few people that were coming in and watching my YouTube videos, and I was making a connection with people on Twitch, and it was suggested that I become a VTuber even then, to the point where a person made me a V-Roid figure to have on V-Roid, that sadly I've never used. I did download the V-Roid program. I did download it to actually play it and see how well it worked. My computer, this is the new one, does not have a camera. And for those of you who don't know, that computer runs pretty much the whole my streams. And yeah, I've talked about, I have no reason to use Streamlabs. None. I started out with OBS, and I switched to Streamlabs really briefly, and I liked Streamlabs because they offered me a merch page, and that is the only reason that I was using Streamlabs over OBS. The only reason. So I have literally no reason to be still using Streamlabs, and I should probably switch it back to OBS. Which, just so you know, I haven't used OBS in 5 years. It literally has been 5 years since I switched to my OBS to Streamlabs. OBS. I still don't understand a lot of the inner workings and how it does and things that it does. I have zero help on it. I've gotten a few suggestions and a few hints and a few things along the way, and I've taken them and I've run with it. And that's it. When I left Discord, because Discord I was using Fuji Tech to do my model work and things like that, and I really thought I was going to be stuck with Discord. I really thought I was going to be trapped in, and even though I was going to have to kill my server, pretty much just basically wipe everybody off the server. I thought I was going to still have to make a live thing where I was, creating my YouTube model so people could watch it, because I finally figured out how to make, I'm using GIFs instead of PNGs. I am, somebody thinks that there's a big difference between a PNG tuber and a regular VTuber, and it's like going, yeah, I'm a PNG tuber, but I don't use a PNG. I use a GIF. So does that make me a GIF tuber? Am I a GIF tuber because I created GIFs? And that all started, I laugh because that all started with the bonk emote that I made, which is 3 cells. It all started with 3 cells. Three little cells turned into a gift. 3 little PNG cells turned into a gift that has started the whole thing. And Stoat is the reason for my addiction to animated emotes. And Stoat basically has a limit to what emotes you can put up. And I'm at that limit. So I don't even get to show off all my emotes. And I've made, with Cake Shakes alone, I've made about 100 total. Emotes. So amazing, amazeballs. As always, cool beans in the comments below. Doesn't have to be cool beans, could be whatever you want, but please use cool beans. It lets me know that you've watched this video all the way up to this, and it's not just a random comment. That's the only reason for it. But you please comment. Let me know you're there. Let me follow you. Let me see what you're up to, what you're creating. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're happy. I hope it's everything's going, everything's coming up beans for you. Alright, you take care. And one of these days I'll finish it. I'll finish the emo. When the summer's over, I'll bring back Kyoto. But yeah, we're doing really well. I really want to bring back Kyoto because of Supergirl, because Kyoto's got a Supergirl outfit. But not in 82-degree weather. I worry that she's going to, get damaged and melt and not be too happy. So, but we're good. Everything's good, and I hope you're good as well. Um, have a fantastic night, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow how HoloCure went. Um, I'm gonna have fun. I'm having fun playing it, so it was one of the best suggestions that has been made to me as far as gaming wise. Other games are kind of like they're kind of a slog, and they're meant to try to get money out of me. Which, since I'm not giving them money, I'm limited to whatever the free part is. So take care. All right.